Digital radio.
Worldwide at xfm.co.uk.
This is XFM.
Hi, this is Adam and Joe. Welcome to our podcast. Joe's just found out that you can swear on these podcasts.
Yes, I have, bollocks fuck.
So there you go. That's about all the swearing you're going to get in this podcast. The rest of it's clean, so don't worry about it. So listen, Joe Cornish, any strong feelings about Golden Wonder going bust?
Well, it's depressing, isn't it? And I feel angry with Lineker.
Do you blame Lineker?
I blame Lineker, yeah.
Why, for being too good?
The power of his personality.
The genius of his ears.
Crisp-shaped ears.
Yeah.
Giant crisp-shaped ears.
So you think it's all down to the genius of Lineker?
I think so. It's a bit of a shame. What are students going to do without knickknacks?
Nice and spicy flavour? Ribbon saucy?
No. They're all going.
They're all going.
Ribbon saucy.
Ribbon saucy.
What do you make a sauce out of ribbons?
Scampi and lemon.
Ew.
That's going.
I won't be sad to see the back of them.
Do you remember I loved knickknacks though.
Knickknacks are delicious.
Oh, do you remember the Eat the Freak TV
What are they shaped
ads?
like though, knickknacks?
Well, they're odd looking. They're like a weird log.
What are they based on though? They're like a mutated chicken leg, a miniature mutated chicken leg.
Yeah, exactly.
How did they come up with that design?
Well, do you remember the TV ad that was like Alien? It was a very strange advert.
Ah, yeah.
And there was people, some youths, sat round on a sort of cruise liner, and they were talking about how, and it was a recreation of the scene from Alien, just before the alien bursts out of Kane's stomach, you know. So they're all sat round, very well cast group of teens to look like the crew of the Nostromo. And this guy suddenly starts freaking out.
Nostromo, yeah.
I'd like someone who knows how that's pronounced to phone in and adjudicate. Spaceman. Anyway, so yeah, a knick-knack basically bursts out of this guy's stomach.
Ah.
And it looks like...
Has
exactly,
he got a face?
No, it's brilliant. It's just a knick-knack. But it looks very much like the little alien that bursts out. It's quite a grotesque advert, and I'm pretty sure they don't run it anymore.
So Lineker's murdered knickknacks.
He murdered knickknacks, he's murdered Ringos, he's murdered wheat crunchies.
Oh, they're delicious.
They are delicious.
Because they've got bacon-flavoured air inside them.
Exactly. Which stays with you.
No other crisp flavours the air.
No.
Within the snack.
You know, because I rate a crispy snack by how long it stays in your burp system.
In the burp system, it's true.
And I believe the wheat crunchy will stay in your burp system for about 2 days. If you were tested by the cops with a burpalizer, you would still show up with a wheat crunchy maybe a week later.
Plus, if you choke on a wheat crunchy, its tubular shape allows you to breathe.
That's
while
right.
the ambulance gets there.
It can be used for a makeshift tracheotomy.
Well, if someone else chokes on a different snack, a wheat crunchy can be used for an anaconda-style instant tracheotomy, yeah. Like punching the tube of a baro through. That was an anaconda, wasn't it?
Was it?
Yeah, that was revolting.
I love those biro tracheotomies.
Sudden tracheotomies.
There's another one
a movie.
There's another one in Red Eye.
Is there?
Yeah. Have you seen Red Eye?
Yeah. I don't remember that, though.
She stabs a biro right into, what's his name?
Cillian Murphy.
Cillian Murphy, there you go. And,
Cillian? Nostromo?
I'm definitely...
Nostromo?
I may not be right about Nostromo, but I'm right about Cillian.
Yeah.
But yeah, she jams a biro right into his neck. She should have used a wheat crunchy, but now she won't be able to. And of course, pot noodles. The Golden Wonder pot noodle will be saying goodbye.
He won't... No.
Yeah.
No, pot noodles are $1 billion industry.
Well, you'd think so.
People will die if they withdraw pot noodles.
I think they will. But maybe none of this will happen because maybe whoever has assumed control of Golden Wonder will carry on these brands. But
Posh Spice as well.
It doesn't look likely.
She should bear some of the guilt.
That's right.
Yeah, anybody who's soiled their pants with the Walkers campaign.
Absolutely. Well, I think it's a great
It's a shocking day.
It's a shocking day.
That sounds interesting, let's talk about it. Let's start talking now.
We should talk a bit about Big Brother, because obviously everyone's watching Big Brother. Have you seen any Big Brother?
No.
Neither have I, but let's not let that stop us.
Okay.
Who do you think's in there? Fronty, Bobkins, Mavis, Janine, Heckle, Tommy Donuts, and that's my guess for 6 names.
Yeah.
Yeah? Because they all have to have crazy names.
Ringpiece,
Biltong,
Giant Leslie.
What are their characteristics, though?
Giant Leslie is a huge, overweight homosexual.
Yes.
Who's very funny.
Giant Leslie.
Yeah.
But outrageous. An outrageous, flamboyant queen.
Yeah. Biltong is a wiry...
Is Biltong all one word?
Yeah, Biltong. Biltong is a wiry Nigerian.
Right.
Who's absolutely furious.
Yeah. Gets angry about anything.
Yeah, gets really furious about anything.
Yeah.
And turns out to be very, very left-wing. No, very right-wing.
What about Tommy Donuts?
Tommy Donuts is a sort of East End wide boy.
Yeah, I like it.
And he's just cheeky, and he's always got an answer for everything.
Yes.
I
can't remember any other names.
What are some of yours?
What about Jennifer Tinkle?
Jennifer Tinkle? Jennifer Tinkle is very posh.
Yes.
And
gotta have a poshie in there.
Yeah, she's very posh, but she's a bit of a, and she's very finger waggy. She's like a very Daily Mail.
We remind you, listeners, we haven't seen Big Brother, so if any of this is near the truth, then we're brilliant.
Yeah.
If you were to go in the Big Brother house, Adam Buxton, the name Adam Buxton wouldn't do.
No.
Not in a world where we've got Shabazz and Winkle and Terry Tips. Not sure there's a Terry Tips. But what would your name be?
Jazzpill Flight Manual.
That's a very good one. Yeah, that's very good.
Okay.
I'd probably just be called the J-Man.
The J Machine.
The J Machine.
J-Boy. J-Lo.
J-Lo. There you go. J-Co. J-Co.
J-Co's quite good.
Sorry.
What was that?
It's just a noise of baby-like pleasure.
J-Co.
That I've got a name that works and sounds like a lady wants a pop singer. And what's the twist going to be? Because there's always a twist.
Right. Do you mean like a sort of Chantel-type twist from the makers of the programme?
Yes.
Oh, you know what? They'd be missing a trick if they didn't make it a bit like Lost.
Ooh.
If they didn't incorporate some of the narrative twists and drama from Lost into the show.
What sort of thing? Some sort of a hatch?
Some kind of hatch.
Some unopenable hatch?
Because they almost had that in the last series, in the celebrity one with Chantel and...
The secret room.
Yeah, some kind of hatch, because in Lost, right, you don't really watch Lost, do you, Joe?
No.
But in Lost, whenever things are getting boring, the writers just stick in a new hatch. So the island that they're on is more or less peppered with hatches, it turns out, because every 2 or 3 weeks, they'll find a new hatch, and it's always very exciting when they do, because you're watching this pretty crap programme and really struggling through a lot of rubbish, awful dialogue and silly plot twists. But every time you find a hatch, your heart leaps and you think, oh God, I love this programme. I've got to find out what's inside. And you can't help yourself at all. There's nothing you can do. No, I mean, you can tell yourself...
It's like Deal or No Deal.
Yeah.
Just seal something in a box and you've got the world's attention.
So I reckon if they've got any sense at all in the Big Brother house, the makers... they'll stick a few hatches in there.
Maybe we should have a box on our show.
How could we do a radio box?
Just put something in the box. And nobody knows what it is till the end of the show. Well, it could be anything.
We could tell people that we've already got one. But then they'd have to find out. No, because we've got to keep people listening. No, but I'm saying that we could do that right now. We could say, we've got a box and we're not going to tell you what's in it.
Yeah, there you go. Let's do it then.
And
go, say it.
Okay, all right. Seriously, though, folks, we've got a box. And we're not going to tell you what's in it.
What's in it?
No.
What's in it?
I can't tell you.
When are you going to tell me?
In a while.
And then inside that box, there's just another box.
Yeah.
Different coloured box.
I'm going to tell you in a year.
Mm-hmm.
No, because you can't tell them exactly when you're going to tell them, because they're going to say, I'm not going to wait for a year.
Yeah, they'll just wait for that day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because that's the thing with Lost, you don't know how many series they're going to be or what.
No.
But with Big Brother, at least you know there's a conclusion. They couldn't just have an ongoing hatch mystery like that.
No.
So there you go. That's what we would have in our ideal Big Brother house, I suppose, isn't it?
Is it?
Yeah.
What, people with made-up names?
People with made-up names and more hatches.
More hatches, yeah.
That was interesting, we talked about it. Let's stop talking now.
Okay, now instead of music on our podcast, here's another slice of improvised magic from the Adam and Joe indie pop band. Today, Joe, we're going to have some sort of more electro-clash sounding music for you. Mm-hmm. Are you ready to improvise?
Well, I need more detail.
Well, you know the kind of thing I'm talking about, like Fisher Spooner.
Okay.
Like you're a robot from space or the future.
A robot from space or the future.
And you're singing an indie song.
Okay.
You're like a bit like Goldfrapp or something.
Okay.
All right?
Yeah.
Here we go. 1.
Hang on, what kind of backing is this going to have?
Like with a stylophone.
Okay.
Ready?
Yeah, give me a few bars, then I'll come in.
Okay. I'm not very good on the stylophone, so it might be...
Okay, I'm not very good on the vocals.
All right, here we go. It's going to be good, isn't it? 1, 2, 3, 4.
Message rum. I received your message in the message room. Little girl, Message room. Now, no, this is going in a bad direction. That was German. That's the sort of Germans do techno, don't they? He was in a message room, but he immediately stumbled upon an illegal situation with a little girl. And you know what the end of that story was? She turned out to be an undercover policewoman.
And he went to prison.
He was
Good.
nicked.
Thank God.
What a story. It all happened so fast. That's the internet for you.
I just wanted to ask you about something, yeah. I went out for a meal the other day with about 8 or 9 people, and I turned into kind of curmudgeonly grump, which I do more and more these days, because of the chinking of glasses at the beginning of the meal. Yeah? Do you know what I'm talking about?
When everyone is forced to...
Everyone says cheers, and everyone insists on actually making contact with every single glass around the table.
It's like the oldest surviving sort of witchcraft superstition or something, isn't it? Oh, I did not clink my glass with Toby.
Well,
he will fall under a truck.
It started off as a thing that Viking people did. You know, when there was lots of poisoning going on,
right?
You wanted to ensure that you hadn't been poisoned, or at least that everyone around the table was drinking from each other's glass. So you bashed your tankards of
in order to spill the liquid from one into another.
Exactly, to create.
How do you know that?
Because I went on the internet.
Well, after this bad dinner party.
Yeah.
You went on the internet to discover the root of. That's very good.
And that's why it was. You know, there would be a little.
What did you search for? What were your search criteria?
Chinking.
Well, you're very lucky you found a site with the answer in that case.
Yeah. And no, you know, like toasts and things like that.
Toasts.
And that's why originally people did that. But
right.
Of course, with wine glasses and stuff, you know, if you're keeping the kind of classy company that I am, you're just drinking wine. And even with a glass of beer, you don't necessarily... No one's poisoning each other.
There's not... Poison doesn't enter the equation, really.
And if there's...
You know what I sometimes do? I just don't bother. I just don't join in. I clink as many as I deem fit, but then you get funny looks.
That's what I'm saying.
You get weird looks as if you're some kind of...
It's the obvious thing to do, obviously, is just to raise your glass, because my dad's quite fascistic about it. He just goes, no clinking. And that's it. There's no question of clinking my dad, because he just says it's ludicrous.
Well, this is one of those key moments when you decide whether to turn into your dad.
And I have said, yes, I will.
Yeah.
But I got people were, as you say, giving me nasty looks and going, come on, you know, you got to chink. I said, no, I'm not going to chink. I'm not going to lean across the table and knock over like various bits of table furniture so I can make contact with your glass.
Maybe what should happen is there should be a maximum number.
Yeah,
because it's very nice. If there's 4 or 5 of you, it can be very nice.
That's exactly right. But okay,
over 5, it's going wrong.
How about this? Over 4.
Over 4, no chinking.
5 is too many, even.
Hang on, Leela wants to say something.
Because as soon as you've got 5, then the table's getting big. There's too much leaning. 4 is fine. 4 is absolutely fine. That makes sense. You're all opposite each other. No problem. Any more than 4, there's no chinking.
We've achieved something today.
Okay, good.
Thanks a lot, rubbish lovers. Tune in next week for more rubbish.
Are you accusing them of being bad at loving?
No, they just love rubbish.
They love rubbish. They love detritus. Thank you, bye. Love you, bye.
XFM.
This is XFM.